What if a government told its people they were being helped, while secretly allowing them to be harmed? For decades, this is exactly what happened in one of the most disturbing chapters in U.S. history. It all began in 1932. In a small town in Alabama, a medical program was launched under the name Tuskegee Syphilis Study. At first it looked like a simple healthcare initiative. Hundreds of black men were recruited and offered free medical care, free transportation, and even meals. Many of them trusted the system. After all, they believed they were being treated. But behind the scenes, a very different reality was unfolding. Most of these men were infected with syphilis, and instead of receiving proper treatment, they were placed under observation. Doctors and researchers wanted to study how the disease would progress if left completely untreated, and so the treatment was deliberately withheld. Even as medical science advanced, even after a cure became available in the 1940s, these men were still not treated. They were told they had bad blood, a vague term that hid the truth. No one explained what was really happening. No one asked for informed consent. They were simply used. Over the years, their health continued to decline. Some became severely ill. Others suffered long-term complications, and many lost their lives. The tragedy didn't stop there. The disease spread within families, affecting wives, children, and future generations. This wasn't just neglect. This was a system that continued knowingly for decades, a system that prioritized observation over human life. Meanwhile, the study continued quietly, almost unnoticed by the public. It lasted for 40 years, from 1932 all the way until 1972. But everything changed when a journalist uncovered the truth. The story broke into the public, and shockwaves spread across the country. People couldn't believe it. How could this happen? How could the government allow its own citizens to suffer like this? The reaction was immediate outrage, anger, and disbelief. The study was finally shut down, and investigations were launched. The findings were devastating. It was confirmed that participants had been misled, denied treatment, and subjected to unethical practices. Years later, the U.S. government issued an official apology to the survivors and their families, and compensation was eventually provided. But for many, the damage had already been done. Lives were lost, trust was broken, and generations were affected. This wasn't just a medical study. It became one of the most powerful examples of what happens when ethics are ignored and when power goes unchecked. Today, the Tuskegee Syphilis Study is remembered as one of the darkest moments in medical history, and it continues to serve as a warning that trust, once broken, is very difficult to rebuild, and that some truths, no matter how long they are hidden, eventually come to light.